This is Mike Metzger with Murphy Business and Financial here at Maymont Park in Richmond, Virginia. If you're considering selling or buying a business, one of the terms that you might come across is seller financing or holding a seller's note. As the name would imply, this is simply the seller acting as a bank for all or part of the principal or the sales price of the business. Like a bank note, the balance will accrue interest over time, and the buyer will continue to make periodic payments until the loan is paid in full. Now, while most buyers would like to have an all-cash deal, suffice it to say that very few business sales go as all cash. There are just not that many buyers with a bag of money sitting around that they can put down on your business, so they can pay for your business outright. So seller financing is an important tool that you should understand when selling your business. And there's 5 things I'd like you to keep in mind about seller financing on the pro side. First of all, by holding some note, you are requiring the buyer to come to the table with less money, and that in and of itself can significantly open the pool of available or prospective buyers. Consider that there are far more buyers with $100,000 in liquid cash than there are with $200,000. So again, your seller's note can help bring more buyers to the table. Secondly, by holding a seller's note, even as low as 10%, you're often demonstrating to the buyer that you have confidence in the ongoing viability of this business and that it's going to continue to succeed. Said differently, you still have skin in the game, so you believe in your business. Third is a variation of that theme where banks can sometimes look favorably upon the fact that the seller is willing to hold some note on the business and take that into consideration as they're underwriting that business. Number 4, statistics show that deals with some level of seller financing typically go for closer to the asking price than those without. In fact, if you're not providing some level of financing, you can expect an all-cash deal to discount your asking price by as much as 20 or 30%. Also, those deals tend to move a little more quickly if there is some seller financing involved. Last but not least, seller financing can actually be a fairly decent investment if you have faith in your business and your buyer. It can serve as passive income for 5 to 10 years, however long you decide to structure the note, and that can provide a nice return on that investment, generally 6 or 7% sometimes. Now, as a seller, it's important that you understand some of the downsides of seller financing as well. Probably the most significant of these is that principal that you're holding, the note that you're holding, is at risk of default. If the buyer goes out of business and defaults on the loan, you stand a good chance of losing that money. So you should not invest more than you could lose, and you wouldn't want to put your entire retirement nest egg in that note. It's also important to understand that if there is bank or other financial institution lending involved in the deal, that you will likely be in a secondary position, meaning that if the buyer does default, the bank's going to get their money first, you may get whatever's left over. Likewise with a bank, many banks, especially in SBA lending, will require you to be in a standby position for a certain period of time. That simply means that the bank will not allow you to collect any payments on that principal for a certain period, 2, 3, 4 years, until they're sure that their portion of the loan is performing. At that point, you can begin collecting principal and interest, and the interest does accrue for that entire standby period in most cases. So again, seller financing can be a great tool to help you sell your business, to sell it more quickly and to get closer to your asking price, but it's important that you understand the risks associated with seller financing. If you'd like to learn more or you're interested in selling your business, please contact me, Mike Metzger, at Murphy Business and Financial. Thank you.